Hi guys, getting a little bit of snow out here today. Just wanted to give you a look at a new deer hauler, cargo hauler slash trike hauler that I built for on the back of my car or on our truck. So what I ended up doing here was I took a piece of industrial heavy-duty aluminum ladder. There was this piece was about 3 foot longer than what you see, and that piece was damaged really bad, so it worked out by the time I cut the damaged portion off that it made just about the right size. So anyways, I used a piece of 2x2 tubing, some flat stock that I welded on here so that I could bolt it on from either side, put some U-bolts on it for some heavy-duty lashing points if you need that right over the tube. And one of the things that I decided to do was build this adapter right here. So on my car sits pretty low, and I wanted this up off the ground, and so this goes in my hitch on my car, but yet it raises this up, close to, I think it's over 7 inches from center to center. I don't know. I'd have to go back and remeasure it again. I don't remember. But anyways, like if I want to use this hauler on the truck, why I can take this adapter off and just plug it straight in. And if I would happen to be using this on something that sits up really high, and for whatever reason I need it down lower, you can take this off, rotate it, put it back on, and now you're going to lower it that 7 or 8 inches of drop that's on there. So that was my design for my new lightweight deer hauler, and since then I've purchased a Trike, and so I've converted it over to also haul that, but doesn't it's not going to interfere with being able to haul too many things on, especially deer. So what I did here was just an old scrap piece of aluminum plate and a couple pieces of thick plastic that I cut some yokes out of. I think I need to maybe make them a little bit bigger and possibly even line them with something. You can see some of the red paint's coming off on the from the bike, and it fits down in pretty tight, so I have a difficult time getting it back up out. So I'm probably going to make some changes with those, but this fits on the axle housing and allows the wheels to hang down off of either side. Obviously I have a little piece of fiberglass channel up here, and it's really not quite wide enough, but you can wedge the front tire in it, and between the axle being trapped in this yoke and the front wheel trapped in that channel, you throw a couple straps on this and it just really isn't going anywhere. I put it to the test yesterday for the first time, and loaded the Trike up and went for my first big pedal on the Trike. Hauler did a great job. Couldn't be more pleased with the Trike, and I'm going to walk over and give you a little walk around on the Trike. Hey everybody, wanted to give you a little look at a project I've been working on here. I picked up a Trike, and it needed a little bit of work, but for the price that I end up paying for it, really, really nice machine. So here's a look at it. It's made by Trailmate. It's the DeSoto Classic, and so some of the things that you have to forgive these guys. They're just yelling because it's snowing, or who knows, they just yell when they yell. But anyways, the front brakes were broken, so I just took them off. I haven't taken the lever off yet. It actually looks like it's kind of integrated here with this shifter. So I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that. A lot of the things were just small There was missing hardware, chain guard was loose. Obviously I had to adjust the seat up quite a bit, and there's a piece that was missing here, which is this is a three-speed hub, internal gearing, and when you change the dial up here, what it does is it makes this cable go in and out, but the cable was pulling 90 degrees from a rod that has to slide in and out, and it just wasn't going to work. So I did a little investigating, and I found out that here there's some pieces missing, and that was probably one of the reasons that it was stuck in third gear, and the people said it was really hard pedaling, and I think that was one of the reasons that they were looking to get rid of it. So anyways, I haven't had a chance to go online and see about getting the correct parts, but what I did do is I put a pipe nipple on here, which extended this distance out, and now makes this little roller chain actually goes right around and goes in and out pretty easily to give me all three gears. So one of the other things that I ended up changing here was I flipped this basket around. I'm not even 100% sure that this is the original basket for this bike, just because the factory drilled holes in the basket did not line up with the factory drilled holes in this big heavy tube here. Plus it had the basket offset in a way that I didn't care for. So I spun it around. I made these holes line up with the ones in the frame, and then I tapped them because everything was hooked on with sheet metal screws. So I tapped them, put 1/4 screws in. Here they had like some cable clamps holding this part of it down. Again, this cover right here extends back to about this far. So I drilled and tapped it. I had this little chunk of stainless steel plate laying around in the garage, and to give me a good place to, give me some contact, and drilled and tapped that and put it on as well. Some other things I haven't quite figured out, and it looks like there's obviously something missing here. These are keyed on, but there's no nut or anything on them. Same on both sides. And originally I thought, well, this thing must have had fenders. Somebody took them off for whatever reason. The nuts, came off. I don't know a lot about the history on this. However, I've been riding it some. The wheels are on really tight, so I'm not sure at this point what's holding them on there or whether it's just rust, but I'm going to have to try to find some metric nuts and put on there just to make sure that the wheels don't come off. I also went on Trailmate's website and looked at all their makes and models of trikes, and they've never offered a model that has rear fenders. So I guess that theory was out. So here's some more things I've done. I know it's covered in snow. I actually took it out riding yesterday, and I came home and I left it on the back of my vehicle, and it started snowing this morning. So this is just a piece of flat stock up, another piece welded on, and then a collar clamp, 2-bolt clamp that I welded this to so that I could clamp it onto the axle housing to come up and over. I added this piece on here to give me stability this direction, and the idea behind this is used U-bolts, hooking that on. The idea is I'm going to mount some kind of a platform here, a board, plexiglass. I'm not sure what I'm going to make it out of yet, but this is what I'm going to mount my gun / bow / fishing pole holder, and it's going to ride right beside me on this fender, if you will, I guess. So anyways, like I say, little by little I'm getting the kinks worked out on it, and I did take it out yesterday for about a 3-mile ride, and bike did well. I'm surprisingly doing a lot better today than I thought I would. I thought I'd wake up and my legs would be hurting and whatnot, but no, all is good. So probably going to update you again on this once I get the fender put on here and get the rubber mounts. They're kind of I guess you'd call them gun mounts, gun rack, but I mean they're rubberized and it's kind of universal, where basically anything you could lay in them and you can strap it down and hold it securely. So I didn't really want anything across the handlebars the way they're made. It's just not a good situation to have something sideways like that. I'm primarily going to be using this in our state park, and they have a blacktop bicycle trail there, which is the purpose of me getting this is to keep me out hunting and fishing and doing the things that I enjoy doing, and being able to travel greater distances now that I've got a few extra birthdays behind me. So I'll bring you an update once I get the fender mounted with the holders on it, and any other improvements that I can think of that I might want to do. I've been also looking at a set of lights, front and rear lights for on it. I mean, there's definitely going to be times, especially going into hunting season, that I may be traveling either to or back out, in the dark. So that could be handy, but at the same time, I always have headlamps and stuff with me that can be worn if I don't go that route. So, yep, that's where we're at with the Trike project. So, like I said, I'll try to keep you posted on anything else that I come up with for this, and yeah, so we're rolling into 2023.